Madrid is said to have some of the best seafood in all of Spain, even though it's not located near the coast at all. The most traditional of that seafood is a Bocadillo de Calamares, or a calamari sandwich. I'm going to try some of the most popular places here in Madrid to decide where the best Bocadillo de Calamares is in Madrid, so you can have it when you get here. Follow along to see where the best Bocadillo de Calamares in Madrid is. Now, while a Bocadillo de Calamares is super popular in Madrid, it's not as popular in the rest of Spain. And it kind of remains a little bit of a mystery as to why that is. Seafood is shipped in from all the coastal areas of Spain to Madrid, which is why they say Madrid actually has the best seafood. This tradition actually started way back in the 16th century, where they'd ship in seafood from the Cantabrian Sea in the north of Spain all the way down to Madrid, and it's something that continued through the centuries all the way up until today. In the 1950s was when the Bocadillo de Calamares first became popular in Madrid, and it's remained popular today. Before I go try my first Bocadillo de Calamares, here's what I'm going to be looking for. I'm going to be looking for a fresh, warm bread, as well as fresh, crisp, newly fried calamares. Pretty simple. Again, they're fairly basic ingredients in the Bocadillo de Calamares, like a lot of Spanish food, but it's really about the quality of ingredients that makes it what it is. So let's head to the first place at the Plaza Mayor. So the first one I got was La Campana. It's probably the most famous. It's right by the Plaza Mayor, and it is only $3.50 for a Bocadillo de Calamares. There was a bit of a line to go in, so I decided to take it away, and I'm eating it right outside of the Plaza Mayor here. So let's see how it is. Okay, so don't try that with one hand because everything blew away. Let's go again. So we got the Bocadillo de Calamares right here. First bite was good, but let's do a second one on camera. That was really big. That's super good. Those are fresh, crisp, not too much breading, just the right amount. The bread's good, leaves a little bit to be desired, but overall the calamares are excellent. So for only $3.50 to go, or eating it at the restaurant, La Campana seems to be a great one to go with. Again, a traditional Madrid Bocadillo de Calamares place, but definitely one to check out. So while La Campana was delicious, it's definitely one you could go with. You can't go wrong. I'm going to try out a bunch of the other ones, including La Ideal, which is right next to it. So we are just at La Campana. We're going to head right next door to La Ideal and see how it stacks up against La Campana. So I'm right back in the same spot we had the La Campana Bocadillo de Calamares, and I am here to try the bar La Ideal one. So it looks about the same, smells about the same, obviously, just fried calamares and bread. Pretty good. I'm gonna give the calamares just a little bit lower than La Campana, but the bread a little bit better. So about equal. The bread seems a little bit fresher here. It's just not quite as much bread combined with the calamares. So I would say overall, they're about equal. If there's a huge line at La Campana, head to La Ideal, or if generally I haven't seen a line at La Ideal, but I'd say they're about equal. If you think the bread's a little bit too much at La Campana, head to La Ideal. For a little bit less bread, it's actually a little bit softer, which is nicer, seems a little bit fresher, but the calamares, I'd say, aren't fried quite the same as the other one. That's kind of where I am between those two, but we have a couple more places to check out, so keep following us along and let's head to the next place. All right, I found a spot in the Plaza Mayor to try our third place, which is Casa Rua. I've actually never been to this place before, but saw it recommended by a few people, so wanted to try it out. I can tell the sandwich is a little smaller. It was only $3.40, but one of the cool things about it was that it was made fresh. I saw them do it all right there, even when they had sort of recently fresh ones set up right there. So let's see how it is. Calamaris aren't the best, and the bread isn't really the best. Definitely number 3 out of the ones I've had so far, but 10 cents cheaper. Calamaris are a little bit different, just not the same flavor and taste as the other places so far. So definitely not going to be the top one, but again, it's another place to try right in the Plaza Mayor in the center of Madrid. So let's head to the next place. All right, I am just leaving the Plaza Mayor after trying 3 of the most famous places there for Bocadillo de Calamares. They were delicious, good, but I am full of fried squid as well as bread. I don't think I can handle any more, and it's definitely going to ruin the last 2 places if I go there now. But stay tuned, and I'm going to try them out a little bit later. So I'll be back, and we'll try the final 2 places in Madrid to try the famous Bocadillo de Calamares to see which one is the best in Madrid, so you can have it when you come visit. All right, everybody, so I am back here. I'm actually on day 2. You can tell I've changed a little bit to continue to find the best Bocadillo de Calamares here in Madrid. I was stuffed with calamares and bread yesterday that honestly, if I did these last 2 places yesterday, it just wouldn't have done it justice. So I decided to take a little bit of a break and come back today. So I just went to Bar Los Bocadillos in the Argüelles neighborhood to try one of these. This was founded in 1947 and just €4 for a Bocadillo de Calamares to go. It was actually a little bit more expensive than the ones in the Plaza Mayor, which surprised me, but maybe the quality will hold up. So let's try it out. All right, first impressions of this one are it's about the same size as the others, but there seem to be less calamares, but we'll give it a go. The bread is good, it's fresh, it's not too crunchy, soft, warm. I know they were fresh because they fried them up right in front of me right there. Calamars are pretty good. Need another bite to judge it. I'd say this is honestly one of the better ones I've had. I know it's 50 cents more expensive, so not too much more expensive, and definitely outside of the Plaza Mayor, but delicious, really good. And I'm excited to try our last place, which is El Brillante. And according to their website, they are actually the reason that Bocadillo de Calamares are so popular here in Madrid. So I'm gonna head there, get another one para llevar to go, just so that they're all para llevar to go. It's very popular to order them that way. So I'm gonna do that. And before I head to the last place, I just want to say that if you're liking this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. That really helps us out so we can keep making more videos about living abroad, as well as our local experiences traveling in Spain, as well as the rest of the world. And now, off to the last place. All right, I just got the final stop, El Brillante. It was actually pretty crazy in there. Tons of tourists with suitcases, just lots of people ordering. Looked like they had a ton of different food, but definitely looked a little bit more on the touristy side. It's right by Atocha train station, so that could be why. And it is one of the bigger ones. It's a little bit long and skinny, but we'll see how it is. It was €7, so definitely the most expensive by far out of the other ones. It's, like I said, the longest, but not the most packed with calamares, but let's see how it is. I like how the bread is fresh, warm, but not too much overall like bready, if that makes sense. Just some of the other ones had just too much bread balanced with the calamares, but the calamares in here honestly don't seem fresh, or they seem fresh, just not the best. But I would say it definitely doesn't live up to being the best Bocadillo de Calamares in Madrid. So unfortunately, El Brillante is not the winner, even though it was the most expensive. I was really hoping for it because it was more expensive. I was hoping it would be great, but just doesn't quite live up to it. So now, time to reveal the winners. But before I reveal the winner, let's take a look at all the places I tried to find the best Bocadillo de Calamares in Madrid. Also, if you like this video, I want to make sure to say check out our churros and chocolate video, where I taste test 6 different places of the best churros in Madrid and crown which one's the top one. So now on to the winners. I would say the 2 best places that are kind of tied are the first 2 I visited, La Campana and Bar La Ideal. Like I said, La Ideal had a little bit better bread, where La Campana had the better calamares. They both kind of mixed. Honestly, if you could take the bread from La Ideal with the calamares from La Campana, I think you would have the perfect sandwich for not quite the best price, but second best price, $3.50. and you would have the best sandwich also right in the Plaza Mayor. It's not a tourist trap, it's a great traditional Madrileño sandwich, the Bocadillo de Calamares, right in the Plaza Mayor. Get it para llevar, get it there with a caña, however you want, but either of those two places you can't go wrong. Like I said before, generally La Campana has a longer line, so if you want to try the other one next door that generally doesn't have a line, Bar La Ideal, it's just as good as La Campana. So if you like this video, I want to say thank you for tuning in, and make sure to check out our other videos about our time here in Spain, living abroad, as well as our travels while we've been here. We'll see you over at our other videos. Bye!